going to ask a couple of questions, and then I'm going to defer on to Senator Rosen and Senator Sinema, because I'll have to run and do a second vote, just like Senator Carper is going to have to do here in just a moment as well. And so we'll switch back and forth. But I do want to ask, Mr. Lee, you mentioned about school-age children and flexibility. Obviously, that is a unique issue to right now with COVID-19, with schools being closed. I want to ask you, as you're thinking about, let's say, a year from now, are there lessons to be learned? And that's a lot of what we're trying to be able to pick your brain on for all four of you, is to pick your brain what you're doing in the private sector, or things we need to implement in the public sector in the days ahead. For school-age children, do you anticipate for telework, you'll handle schedules differently for teleworkers? Not during summertime, but during summertime that may be different. Do you anticipate something that's going to have to change when we're not in a COVID-19 world, but still doing telework?
Yeah, right now we've been operating pre-COVID-19 world as a remote work and telework company, and so we first set expectations with every employee that the majority of their work, the predominant majority of their work has to be accomplished and done during the normal business hours of 8 a.m. 5 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is the time zone we generally operate in, and which our customers generally operate in and want to receive responses from us from. We also communicate with our employees that they need to be responsive to emails, to communication, to their customers, as well as other coworkers that have questions related to work. So I think the really main disruption is the reality of school-age children at home. Besides that, we've been able to have fairly efficient operations as a business, and also set expectations with our employees on their productivity and work outcomes that would normally be able to be accomplished during normal work hours between 8 and 5 p.m.
Right.
Eastern.
Right. Before I transition to Senator Rosen here for her questions on it, what I'm really trying to drill down on is, do you anticipate post-COVID-19 lessons learned that you're going to have one type of structure for your telework folks that have school-age children, let's say January to May, and another type structure that functions during the summer with those that have school-age children? Or do you just, for your managers, you're just basically saying, be more merciful to your folks that you're managing when they've got school-age children? Do you anticipate there's two different structures, or just more mercy and flexibility during the summer?
I think there is more flexibility during the summer, but as long as you empower your managers and your employees to make decisions that work for their families, but also allows them to accomplish their work outcomes, and that those are clear for them, then you'll find generally, what we find is generally our employees are very flexible with their own lives because they appreciate the flexibility they're being given. So with the responsibility of being able to work from home, they take that seriously, and they flex their own personal lives to be able to get their jobs done, as well as the needs of their families.
Okay, fair enough. I want to recognize Senator Rosen for her question time, and then Senator Sinema will follow her directly after that.